Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back. My name is Chrissy, and I am a very sober yogi here to bring light, love, and positivity from my yoga mat to your home. Today, we are going to focus on a flow of gratitude because, as they said in rehab, attitude is gratitude. So as we breathe in and breathe out at the beginning of our practice, I want you to breathe in one thing you're grateful for and exhale one thing that you're not so grateful for. And I know it sounds strange, but it's going to be very cathartic. It's going to allow you to just get rid of some of that negative energy that's inside of you and replace it with positivity, gratitude, thankfulness, and purpose. So we're going to begin in a seated position on our knees. We're going to roll our shoulders back, tuck our pelvis, straighten that back. And then we're going to lift our arms up as we breathe in. So think about something you're grateful for. Breathe in and in. And breathe out something you're not so thankful for. Give it away, give it to God. Breathe in another thing you're grateful for. Breathe out something that you're not so grateful for. And maybe you'll find in that moment that you have a little more gratitude for it than you thought you did. That you can find a reason to be grateful for it. One more thing that you're grateful for. I'll give you a second to think about it. Breathe in. Release any negativity that's remaining in your body. And just remember that as we breathe in positivity, exhale negativity, at the very end, we can breathe in positivity and release positivity back into the world. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take one more deep breath, breathing in all the things we're grateful for. And as we breathe out, we're going to give it back to God. We're going to give that love, that light, that positivity out into the world, and that attitude of gratitude we're going to go forth and share. So breathe in and breathe out. All right. We're going to move to the center of our mat, readjusting our bodies into tabletop position, tucking our pelvis, curling our tailbone under, making sure our wrists are stacked underneath our shoulders and our hips are stacked over our knees. Our fingertips should be spread wide. And we're going to take a moment to take a few cat-cows, lowering from tailbone first and making our way up through our neck, pressing away from that yoga mat as we breathe in. Cow. And then curl that tailbone up, making our way slowly into cat position as we exhale. Breathe in. Positivity. And share it with the world as we exhale. Today is a new day, a glorious day. And whatever you did wrong yesterday or 10 minutes ago, whatever you're stressing about, let go, give it to God, give it to the yoga mat, release it so that you can breathe in positivity and out positivity. All right, we're going to meet back in tabletop position, curl our toes under, and lift up, hovering table. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Take a cat-cow with your toes still curled under. Take a few more cat-cows here. We're going back up in a second, so take your time to really enjoy this stretch and this serenity. And then we're gonna rise back up, tabletop position, this time tapping our left knee, then our right knee for 10, 9. Make sure that your shoulders end up staying steady, that you balance your weight. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release back to the ground. Uncurl your toes. Breathe in and out, taking that cat-cow. And then we're gonna walk our hands back, slowly roll it up into half mountain pose. Pointing our hip points forward, grounding down through our back body, rolling those shoulders back. And we're gonna breathe in, reach, reach, reach for the heavens. Sprinkle them down. Maybe you place them on your hips, or maybe you just take your journey back into camel. Find what feels right in your body today. And just allow yourself to surrender to this pose. Give yourself a moment to be grateful that you're here, that you're present. And then I want you to slowly trace your arm, your chest, and reach up to the sky. Be grateful for the body that you've been given. Be grateful for the life you've been given. Be grateful for the things you've been given. And then release your hand back down to the ground. Take it to the other side. And open, open, open towards the sky. Reaching for more gratitude, for more authenticity, for more beauty in your life, because you can obtain it. Release your arm back down. Take it back to the other side. Breathe in, look up, because we only get the things that we have from the God of our understanding. And release. And then take one more. Reach, reach, reach. And release. From here, we're going to walk it back. Lower our glutes. And maybe we take it down to our forearms. Maybe we take it all the way to the ground. Maybe we stay leaning on our hands. But we're really opening up through the body while in the act of surrender. Because when we surrender, we open ourselves up to new opportunities, new joy, new peace, and new presence. All right, make your way back up slowly into camel, and then roll it forward. Plant your palms, tabletop position. Take a couple cat-cows here. I will meet you in tabletop in one moment. As we take our tabletop position, extend your right leg and press it out. And then you're going to lift your left knee up and place it down. Lift your left knee up and place it down. Lift up and place it down. Lift up and place it down. And then you're going to take your right leg, pull it behind you and over off of your mat, and press away from your yoga mat. Keep your spine steady. Press into your heel and look back. Opening up through that side body, through that hip, before returning it back behind you. pointing out and up. Placing your hand out in front of you. Maybe you need to readjust for a moment. And then pull in as you breathe out. Breathe in as you expand. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. And release. Take your right hand, pull it up towards the sky, open up through your chest, and then thread that needle through. Breathe in and open. Up to gratitude. Exhale and release to the mat in surrender. Gratitude often comes from surrender. One more time. And then we're going to go back into our tabletop position. This time we're going to put our wrists about an inch apart from each other, facing each other, our fingertips pointing out and off the mat, and we're going to take some circles one way, making sure our fingertips are still expanded, our minds are becoming expanded, our spirits are expanding. And then we're going to reverse that circle. Just really warming up our wrists, warming up our bodies, giving gentleness and kindness to ourselves. And then we're going to go back to our tabletop position. Kick out our left leg this time. Press back through our heel, and then lift our right leg up. Release. Breathe in. Breathe out as you contract and lift. Breathe in and out as you contract and lift. Breathe out. One more lift. You've got this. And place it down. Pull your left leg out behind you and off the yoga mat. Stare at that foot. Sometimes in order to look forward, we have to look back at our past first and analyze where we went wrong. But we're not going there. We're not going back there. We're instead seeing what we're grateful for today and the fact that we made it past that point. We're looking at it as a lesson to be grateful for. All right. Place your leg behind you and up. Extend your right arm and left leg. We're going back into our bird dogs. So we're here for 5. Breathe out as you contract. Expand, breathe in. 4, 3, 2, you got this. Last one. And release back down to the ground. Now allow your knees to spill as wide as the yoga mat, your toes to touch. Crawl your hands forward as you pull forward, and breathe out as you go back into child's pose or extended child's pose. And maybe you roll your forehead if you've got a headache. Maybe you just relax into the mat. Maybe you put your palms together in prayer. Push your elbows a little forward and pull your hands up over your head. Making a shark fin. Going doop, doop, doop. Find what feels right in your body right in this moment. And release your hands back to the ground if they're not there already, and pull it forward. As you breathe in and breathe out as you pull back. Breathe in. Breathe out. We're warming up through the body, the lower back, the hip. And then next time you come back, walk it all the way back onto your toes, toe stand. hold it, press your hands into your chest. Maybe you lift up a little bit through your legs and make it a little harder. Press your feet together and take a moment to balance. Breathe in and out. Plant your hands on the ground and then slowly make your way into a forward fold. You don't have to be touching the ground like I am. Maybe you're up here, maybe you're here, maybe your knees are more bent than mine are. It is not a day to judge ourselves. It's a day to be grateful for how much we can do, not how much we can't. So from here, we're going to pedal our feet out, lifting up one heel and then the other. Maybe you take your forward fold a little wider than toes touching and feet touching. Maybe you decide you want to take it hip width apart. If that's the way you find your joy, and you feel comfier in your body that way, please feel free to do so. Don't forget to breathe though. Breathe in and out. And then we're going to bend our knees slightly if they're not already bent. And slowly roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Eventually rolling our shoulders back, lifting our chin, grounding down to our back body, pointing our hip points forward, opening up, lifting our chest towards the sky, tucking our chin, facing our palms outwards, and receiving from the God of our understanding. Mine is God of the Bible, but yours doesn't have to be. But receiving from that God all of the things that we are grateful for, all of the things that we are worthy of, and all the things that are to come. Increasing our gratitude. Breathe in, reach up, breathe out, take it forward, inhale. And then surrender. Bend your knees, rise up. Reach for the heavens. Breathe out, dive it forward. One more time, bend your knees, breathe in. Rise up, and when you're here, take the volcano pose, opening up into a V with your arms, like you've got a big beach ball over your head, and leaning to one side. Breathe in and out into that stretch. Maybe you stretch more as you stretch more to the side. Then breathe in to come back to center. Breathe in. Breathe out as you compare. Breathe in and out. And then breathe in as you come back to center. From here, we're going to place our arms a little forward, creating balance, and lower just a little bit into a seated position. Maybe we tuck our pelvis forward. Maybe we don't feel as balanced that way. That's okay. Breathe in and out as we lower. Breathe in, lower. Breathe in and out, lower. Pull your hands behind you. The tops of your hands facing up. Maybe it's the palms. Find what works for you. And then lift onto your toes into hummingbird. Or maybe just stay seated. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Rise up and rain it down and surrender. Bend your knees, rise up. Breathe in, breathe out. And lower a little bit. Breathe in, breathe out as you go down a little more. Breathe in, breathe out. Then breathe out. Pull your hands behind your back if you're comfortable with that. And rise up, hummingbird. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, rise up. Release back down to the yoga mat. And pedal it out for a moment. Switching one heel, then the other. I like to say, feel it out. Feel it out and feel it out. And then we're going to release our heads fully, our bodies as fully as we can. And then we're going to take our heels quite literally out, feel it out. And come to hip width apart. And we're going to grab our opposite elbows. Breathe in to sway, let our heads fully release towards the ground. Just taking a moment to relax into our bodies. And then we're going to release our hands, bend our knees, slowly rise up into mountain pose. Breathe in, breathe out. Raise your hands above your head. Take it to the left. Breathe out as you crunch a little more to the side. Breathe in as you come back to center. Breathe out. Breathe in as you come back to center. And then reach to the heavens as we slowly allow our hands to go down and our buttocks to go down. We're taking it all the way down to the ground into a squat. Breathe in and out, and then slowly rise back up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dive it forward, back into that forward fold. Breathe in as we lift halfway. Think of making your body into a figure 7, tucking your pelvis, grounding down through your back body, pulling those shoulders back. And breathe out as you release. Breathe in, bend your knees, rise up. Breathe out as we slowly make our way back down to the ground, into our squat. Take a moment to breathe here. Breathe in and out. And then breathe in and out as we slowly rise up, up, up. Reach up, dive it forward. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, release. Breathe in, rise up. And breathe out as we slowly make our way back down into that squat. I'm grateful for that pop that I just felt. And if you're getting older, I'm sure you understand. Breathe in and out. I had a wasp on me, sorry guys. And then breathe in as you slowly make your way up. Take a deep breath in as you rise to the top. And breathe out, release back to the ground. Breathe in, lift halfway. Breathe out, release. And then we're going to take our hands in front of us and walk it forward into plank. If you have any wrist issues, feel free to lower down to your forearms and hold here. If not, we're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Don't forget to breathe. 3, 2, 1. And then slowly lower down to your stomach. Push it forward on your toes and rise up, cobra. Your chest footing to the sky, your head rolled back to the sky, grounding down through that pelvis. Breathe in and out as you slowly release. And then we're going to take a few baby cobras here with our hands at our rib cage. Breathe in as we rise up. Breathe out as we release. Pulling our shoulders back together, having our arms parallel line. In, hand out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. And then curl your toes under, lift your kneecaps, and press it back into plank. Breathing in and out. And press your hips up, back, and down in a downward facing dog. Letting your feet ground you, heels pushing down towards the ground. Doesn't matter if they don't touch. Pressing away from your palms and your fingertips, which should be wide apart, tucking that pelvis, letting your head hang. Maybe you pedal it out, maybe you tick-tock your hips one direction and then the other. Find what feels right in your own body. And be grateful for the fact that you are currently here and present, taking care of the body God designed. Pedal it out maybe, tick-tock it maybe. And then we're gonna meet back with our feet grounding down, pressing away from that yoga mat, really deepening into that stretch, and then roll up onto your toes and forward back into plank. Maybe you have to step it forward a little bit. That's okay. Breathe in, up on your toes, and out, grounding down. Breathe in onto your toes and out as you come down. Breathe in and out. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. We're moving back in downward facing dog. Then you're going to take your left arm and reach for your right ankle. Look under your right armpit. Maybe you sniff it, maybe you don't. Release. Take it to the other side. Do a smell check if you want to. Or breathe through your mouth if you don't. And we're going to take our hands, walk it back to our forward fold. Bend your knees. Rise up. Reach for the heavens. Release. Walk it forward into plank. Lower to your chest. Push forward. Maybe you hover and take it into upward facing dog. Maybe you let your body continue to press in the ground in cobra. Breathe in. And then push it back up and into downward facing dog. For those of you who don't know, that's a chaturanga. Pedal it out for a second. Roll it, walk it back actually. Bend your knees, rise up. Breathe out, release. Walk it forward. And take a chaturanga from here if you'd like. If not, press back and up into downward facing dog. And we're going to do one more. You've got this. Walk it back. Bend your knees. Rise up. Release. And walk it forward. Walk it forward. Maybe you take the chaturanga. Or maybe you go straight to downward facing dog. I will meet you there. From here we're going to take our right leg, press down to our left hip. Make sure our shoulders stay steady and square. And lift our right leg up before opening it up to the side and almost acting like we're pressing up against a wall. Try to keep your hips square as you do this as well. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. Release. Take it to the other side. Breathe in. Open up through that hip. 3, 2, 1. Release. Roll it forward. Take that chaturanga if you'd like. And then walk it back slowly. Bend your knees. Rise up, up, up. Reach for the heavens. And slowly release back down. Bend your knees. Rise up, up, up. Breathe in. Release your arms. Interlace your hands behind your back, pressing down and away. Breathe in as you look up. Breathe out as you look down. And then we're going to dive forward to forward fold, opening up through the shoulders. And breathing here. We allow our heads to hang low. And we're going to bend our knees and rise back up. Release from the things that bind us and the negativity. Bring it back down to center in prayer. And then open up. Take it to the other side. Opposite thumb over top, opposite thumb. Breathe in. Breathe out. Release to the ground. Breathe in, breathe out, bend your knees, slowly rise up, reach towards the heavens, bow it back down, walk it forward, plank. From here, you're going to take your left leg and touch it to your left elbow and step it back. Then right leg, step it to your right elbow. As you breathe out, step it back. Breathe in, breathe out left, breathe out, breathe in, right, as you breathe in. Left, right, left, right, left, and then hop it forward to the center of your mat. Maybe you spin around, maybe you don't. Bend your knees. Have your legs zipped up together. Rise up slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Open up through your palms. Hip points shining forward. Breathe in, reach for the heavens. Breathe out, release to the ground. Bend your knees, breathe in with gratitude. And exhale it as your attitude. Press your hands together here. Point your toe out. Maybe you stay here, or maybe you take it up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take it to the other side. Point your toe. Maybe you stay here, or maybe you bring it up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Back to our right side. Maybe you bring it up, or maybe you don't. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Take it to the left side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Breathe in. Breathe out, opening up through your chest, taking cactus arms, bend your knees. Breathe in, breathe out, bend your knees. Breathe in, breathe out. Press your palms together, lift your left leg up. Maybe you take your leg and guide it here. Maybe you leave it beneath your knee, just don't place it on your knee. Breathe in and out, in and out. Maybe you reach for the heavens and that gives you more balance. And then release everything back down. Take it to the other side. Breathe in, breathe out. Take your tree pose. Maybe you reach up, maybe you don't. Take a few deep breaths here. Steady yourself and turn your eyes upon your higher power of your understanding and release. Breathe in, breathe out as you slowly lower back into the toe stand that we began with. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to take it back, putting our hands behind us, opening up into butterfly position. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. And expand your right leg out. Tuck your left foot in. Breathe in. Reach for the heavens. And breathe out as you open up. Open your chest. Breathe in and out. In and out. Open up towards the heavens. Maybe you take the bind. Maybe you don't. Breathe in. Breathe out. Roll it up. Turn in. Breathe in. Breathe out as you exhale over that leg. Breathe in. Breathe out. Point your toes. Put your hands behind you. Press your shoulders back. Go up and release your head back. In surrender. Breathe in and out as you lower. Breathe in. Reach, reach, reach. Breathe out as you take it to the other side. Opening up towards that side. Flexing your foot towards you. Maybe you grab your foot, maybe you don't. Maybe you open up and take the bind, tucking your hand. Maybe you don't. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Breathe in and out. And then turn it forward to face that left leg. Breathe in, breathe out as you rain it forward. Opening up through that leg. Breathe in, breathe out, roll it back. Place your hands behind your back. Point that toe, lift up and release your head. Opening up the possibilities of gratitude. Breathe in, breathe out as you lower. And then we're gonna turn it over into plank position. Lower to our chests and then rise up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower. 3, 2, 1. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more. You got this. Lower for 3, 2, 1. Rise up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send up and back into downward facing dog, pedaling it out. Lift your right leg up. Need a third eye. Breathe in, three-legged dog. Knee to right elbow. Breathe in, breathe out. Knee to left elbow. Step it forward, low lunge. Rise up, high lunge. Open up, warrior 2, pulling your shoulders back, making sure your hips are stacked. Press it forward, open up to the side into peaceful warrior. And then rain it down to the ground, reaching up towards the sky before allowing ourselves to cartwheel it down back into our low lunge. Step it back. Press up and back into downward facing dog. Breathe in, left leg raised up. Breathe in, breathe out. Need a third eye. Then knee to left elbow. Breathe in, three-legged dog. Knee to right elbow. And then step it forward into that low lunge. Breathe in, rise up. High lunge. Open up into your warrior 2, pivoting that back foot, pulling those shoulders back, stacking our hips, and then press forward and back. Opening up into peaceful warrior. And then our attitude is gratitude. Breathe in and out, looking towards the ground, opening up to that hip. And then cartwheel it back down. Plant your palms, step it back, plank position. Lower down to your chest. And then slowly rise back up. One more, lower. Breathe in as you rise up. Send it back down to downward facing dog. Before lowering to your knees. Rolling them back. And finding yourself in a seated position. Take your hands, interlace them, and press them in your palms. palms away from you. Maybe you curl your toes under here. Maybe you rise all the way up and keep them like this. Maybe you widen your legs, but press, press, press away. And reach up towards the heavens, pressing away. Let go and release. One more time. Breathe in. As we rise up, up, up. And exhale as we release. Breathe in. Up, up, up. Exhale and release. Come back to your kneeling seated position. And in this moment, I want you to just really sit and think about all that your body has accomplished, all your mind has accomplished, all your spirit has accomplished, and how through yoga and through movement, you were able to connect to a sense of self. Place your right hand over your heart, then your left hand. Allow yourself to feel your heart beating. If we are alive, we have something to be grateful for. If we have the capacity and ability to practice movement, we have something to be grateful for. If we have a connection with God, we have something to be grateful for. Because even in our struggles, even in our hardest moments, having a higher power of our understanding will help us get through all of those hardships. So as we finish and conclude this practice, walk your hands forward, bow down in surrender to the higher power of your understanding, to the truth of your life, that you are worthy of light and love and positivity, and you are worthy of gratitude, and you are worthy of things to be grateful for. So while there is breath in your lungs and light still in your eyes, or even if you feel like the sparkle has gone out, know that you are worthy of retrieving and receiving and gaining that spark, because there is always something to be grateful for, even in our worst moments. So today, my prayer for each and every one of you is that you go forward in gratitude, you go forward in peace, you go forward in prosperity, and you know that you are loved. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Slowly roll yourself back up in a seated position. Place your hands at your chest in prayer position. Bow your head down. And with that, I say namaste. Thank you for joining me today. I'll see you next time.